Well, yesterday I was having a really tough day and I got into Julian. I went to Mom's to get my pie, and all the folks I had been hiking with were there. But about 10 minutes after I arrived, they had to take off because they had taken 2 days to get here to Julian. Both did like 17, 18-mile days, and then they had a ride out to the trailhead. Anyways, I'm here in Julian. I got adopted by a couple yesterday up at the American Legion and their friend, and after thinking that I wasn't gonna have a place to stay at all because everything's booked up for the Daffodil Festival, they were able to get me into the private campground where they stay, and it was beautiful. I've got 2 nights there for a break and get this morning to just walk around town, check things out, and just had a great chat with a local named Matt who's done 2 PCT attempts, so he had a lot of good advice for me. So this is Julian. It's very busy today. Outfitter is down that way, kind of above the liquor store, and there's lots of pie places. Mom's is down the street. I had pie there yesterday. It was yum. Really a popular place on the weekends. All right, so I've had a really nice morning in Julian. I met up with some other hikers at the Julian Cafe, walked down to the post office, checked out the hiker box, met a few people that I'd seen on the trail, so my mood is much better than it was yesterday. All right, doesn't look like it, but there's some serious wind gusting through here. Look at that. So I packed up my tent and I'm sleeping inside tonight. Starting day 9 on the trail. Look at the mountains. Just came down from that direction from Julian, where I had a nice little break, a 0 day, and got a ride from a trail angel back to the trailhead, stopped at the underpass, got some Gatorade, and filled up on water because the next water source is 14 miles away. So basically I'll be hiking all day with the water on my back and off into the super windy desert. You can see down there the highway overpass where the PCT comes through. There's a huge water cache, I think about 30 gallons or so, and some Gatorade and Pop-Tarts this morning thanks to the trail angels. I just stopped up here, still in view of the overpass. I think I've gone a little over a mile. Wanted to take my wind pants off, my rain pants, because I was getting warm already. A lot of breath. Maybe it's elevation. I don't know what to blame it on. Anyway, it's beautiful up here and I'm enjoying the climb, but for some reason my left hip is killing me. And I stopped and stretched when I took my wind pants off, but it's still hurting just as much. So I'm hoping that it works its way out over the next few miles, and I may just need to stop and stretch and see what I can do for it. I hope it's not going to be an ongoing problem. Fingers crossed. Can't even cross them. Fingers crossed. There's a great view of the trail down below. Coming up from way over there. Well, I'm at a campsite about 2.5 miles up from that overpass, and it's absolutely beautiful here. Had a good hike up, enjoyed it. But unfortunately, I'm also struggling a lot with a feeling that's hard to put a finger on, but basically I'm concerned that I am not in the right place at the right time in my life. I'd love to do this whole trail at some point in the future, and I don't know, maybe I will continue on, but for right now, I've taken a break here and I've just booked a room at the Julian Lodge, and I'm gonna hike back down the hill, so I'll have a nice 5-mile day hike, and that's gonna give me some time to think and really figure out, is this the right time for me to be doing this trail? Or do I need to be doing some other things that have been on my list, on my mind, on my heart for a long time? So I'm filming this now just because this might be as far as I get on the PCT right now, which I kind of hate to think might be the case, but I need to do what's best for me and my heart right now. And I'm going to go figure that out. Okay, so if you got this far in the video, you might be wondering, what the heck, Joey, what's going on? Why was that retreat to town so sudden? And to be honest, it wasn't. And I apologize because I try to be really honest in my videos and let you know exactly how I'm feeling. I had rolled my ankle a couple times and I was having tendon pain in my right foot, which was causing me to limp a bit, and my unusual gait was aggravating an old knee injury. So it would have been really easy to just say, hey, I hurt myself and I can't go on. But that really wouldn't have been the whole story, definitely not the whole truth. So I think it's important to share with you what was going on in my head and what really made me make the decision to give up the hike this year. You can see that I was definitely having a good time on the PCT. I was enjoying the trail. It was beautiful. There were a few down times, tough times, but overall it was a good experience. However, there's one thing that I struggled to put into words, so I didn't express it on camera, and that was from the very beginning of my hike, I was having this nagging feeling that I was not in the right place. And I know some of you might not understand that. Some of you might think I'm a little nutty, but I'd get out there and I'd be hiking and walking along and thinking I should be having the time of my life, but I'm not. And I just feel in my heart that I need to be someplace else. If I'm going to spend 5 months hiking a trail, I think it's really important that I'm absolutely passionate about it, that I am willing to slog through whatever kind of pain and trouble might come my way as part of that hike, because I am bound and determined to get to the other end, which would be Canada. As I was hiking up the hill on Sunday, that feeling just got heavier and darker on my heart. And I sat down at that campsite and I cried because I'm like, I'm only a week into this. I'm gonna cry now. I'm only a week into this hike. How can I possibly be feeling like it's time to go home? But the more I thought about it, I said, does the idea of hiking make me happy? Or does the idea of following my heart and figuring out what this call is, even though I don't understand it right now, does that make me feel more happy? And as I sat in my hotel room in Julian, I realized that I needed to follow my heart, and that's hard to do, especially when you have so many people supporting you, so many people excited about your hike, so many people saying you're a badass for doing this. I don't feel like I'm a badass. I'm just an ordinary person, and I need to follow my heart and figure out what's going on, figure out why I was feeling that way. So I am now on my way home. I am in San Diego waiting for a flight tomorrow. I hate to be leaving the trail so soon. It kind of breaks my heart, but I do feel like once I figure out whatever this is, that there will come a time, hopefully maybe next year, when the PCT is absolutely, without a doubt, the right thing for me to do, and I will be back. So thank you for sharing this journey with me. It's been a wonderful time.